Janet, you are going to be speaking about what?
My title is, Can We Teach Dignity? The Challenge of Tolerance and a Relational Perspective.
Okay. As they say on the British Baking Show, you have 7 minutes.
Okay. So my name is Janet Gerson. I understand everyone on the panel will introduce ourselves. And I'm Janet Gerson. I live in New York City. I'm from the Republic of New York, the upper left side, and the Global Citizenship Society. So, okay, those I leave undefined, but now I take up the task of sometimes you could say, well, I don't have a topic. Everyone did my topic yesterday. But on the other hand, everyone enriched the idea of what the topic is, Avi and Bonnie. So I'm going to give 3 concepts. What are concepts? Concepts are tools. Concept, it comes from the word to conceive, to give birth to ideas, and then to nurture them and grow them to maturity, to share them, and to discuss and perhaps have conflict and deliberations about them, to work towards shared understandings, which are the basis of how we cooperate, how we understand each other, sometimes not, and how we build social coordination, which is absolutely necessary as a fundamental component of what Michael was saying we must do to face our global challenges. Okay, so not only can we form concepts, can we give birth and development to them, but we human beings have these capacities, and these capacities we can educate for. For example, we have the capacities of learning, feeling, thinking, forming an inquiry, forming communicative forms, as this one is, communicating. We can frame an understanding or a topic. We can build a common ground from our concepts that form the structure for social coordination, toward which we can take constructive actions. So that's kind of a brainstorm, right? You don't have to memorize that. Here are the 3 concepts I want to work on. Dignity. Of course, we talked a lot about it. So from my perspective, as those 3 things I said I was before, among others, I give you this definition of dignity. A definition is a tool. So we don't need to perfect them, because a hammer does some things and a wrench does other things and a sewing needle does something else. We apply them as we can. Okay, dignity, a moral concept, a universal one that we humans have invented. This humanly invented concept is intended to name what we all need to live with others in an interconnected and resilient, responsive, socially coordinated society. Or as Thomas Scanlon says, dignity is what no one can reasonably deny anyone else. Dignity is what we owe each other as a fundamental moral duty and responsibility to our coexistence. The responsibility of granting each other dignity binds us together in the context of our shared humanity and our shared problems. Of course, as soon as I say this, I can imagine the 10,000 examples in contradiction. Okay, so then, what is respect? I think of respect as an ethical term. If dignity and morality is what we can come together and decide is universal, then respect as an ethical principle given situation. This question is ethical because it is not only about oneself. To be considered ethical, the question includes not only what kind of person do I want to be, but also how do I want to be regarded by the society of which I'm a part. And furthermore, how do I want that society to be? So you see the binding, connected, interrelatedness that these ways of understanding these are connected. The moral, if dignity is the moral grounding, there's nothing more to say about it. In that sense, it's a tool. We set it up as something we accept. That's unconditional. That's why we have to have a little leeway with how we understand it, because if you're really trying to nail it down, okay, we have dignity, we have respect, everybody's included, everyone's equal, it's unconditional. Well, all the time we have violations and challenges, and our ego side people, who I point out as you just walked in, said last night, the dignity, human dignity as a basis to rights and law changes everything. The fundamental foundations of our institutions and our procedures and processes and expectations is thrown into disarray. Yes, which brings me to the last conception, which is tolerance. You can't have peace, democracy, respect, human rights without tolerance. Tolerance does not resolve, but merely contains or diffuses the dispute in which it's evoked. The clash of convictions, interests, or practices remains, though certain considerations mean that it loses its destructiveness. So tolerance in conflict means that we might be violating something that we feel is wrong, or that we think is unethical, immoral, in the service of our common humanity. And then the question I stop with is, so what's the limit of our tolerance? Impeachment hearings, for example.